Let's learn about arithmetic operations with significant figures. In fact, there are four arithmetic operations. The four arithmetic operations are addition, and subtraction. Both have the same rule, addition and subtraction. And another one is multiplication and division. Let's see here. Addition and subtraction have the same rules of arithmetic operation, and multiplication and division have same rules of arithmetic operation. The rules are, let's see, addition and subtraction. Addition and subtraction, the final result should retain as many decimal places as there are in the number of with least decimal places. Here we see that the final result will have, here we see the final result has as many decimal places. We have to consider about this point, that is decimal places in the final result. We will have the least, then we'll have the least decimal places. Okay, suppose there is an example. Let's take, we understand by an example. Suppose you have to find the sum of 3.1 meters and let's take 2.78 meters and another number you can also take 3.487 meters. Okay, sum of this one. In fact, the sum will come what? Sum will be equal to, on adding it will come 9.367. Okay, the sum will come, here we see in rough 3.1 plus 2.78 plus 3.487. On adding it comes 9.367. Okay, now what will be done here? We see final result has as many decimal places as there are in the least decimal places. Okay, as there are number with least decimal places. So at first we find the number with least decimal places. It has 1, it has 2, it has 3 decimal places. Okay, the number of least decimal places will be 3.1. That is how many decimal places? 1 decimal places in 3.1. So the result will have 1 decimal places. That is 9. So the final result will come after rounding off. So we do what? Rounding off. Rounded result equals to 9.4. Because 3 will be raised by 1, we have to drop this part, and this part is more than 50. This part is more than 5. 6 is more than 5. Therefore, it is rounded off to this. So here in addition subtraction we have to see what? We have to see only this thing, that the decimal places, number of decimal places, least number of decimal places in the numbers to be added. We have to see only least number of decimal places. Okay, decimal places are in more concern here, least decimal places. Okay, the next is multiplication and division. Here it comes significant figures. Here we see final result has as many significant figures as there are in the original number with least significant figures. Here we see significant figures in the place of decimal places. Okay, here we don't see decimal places, here we see significant figures. Suppose there are two numbers to be multiplied. Okay, let us take an example of, suppose that 7.34, okay, into 6 point, the product comes to be 46.976. Here now the multiplication division rules tells that the final result has as many significant figures. The final result, this is the final result. Okay, this is the final result. It will have as many significant figures as there are in the least significant figures. Okay, these two have how many significant figures? This has 3 significant figures, this has 2 significant figures, and the final result comes to be having 5 significant figures. So the final result will have as many significant figures as there are in the list original number. Okay, list is 2, this is 2, then original numbers are this, and the list number with least significant figure is 2, this is. So the final result will have 2 significant figures. Now let us find the rounded final result. It should have only 2 significant figures. Rounded final result equals to, now it should have only 2 significant figures. So what we do, we will drop this one, should have 2 significant figures, so we will drop this part, so only 2 will remain. Okay, so for dropping this, what we will do, this is 9 greater than 5, so 6 will be raised by 1. So the final result will be 47. Okay, this will be the answer. And here this. So what is the difference? We saw that in addition and subtraction we are concerned with decimal places only, and in multiplication and division we are concerned with, here we see number with least decimal places. Okay, 3.1 had least decimal places, only one decimal place. The final result had only one decimal place. And in multiplication and division we are concerned with significant figures, not decimal places, but with significant figures. The number with least least significant figures we have to count, and this we counted the number with least significant figures. So the final result will have the same number of significant figures as there are in this. Okay, so the final result is having only two significant figures. Okay, this is the operation. Thank you.